This is Rat Pack Radio, the internet radio station that brings you everything from the top hits of music.
Hey guys, this is Bruno Mars.
Hey, it's on there. Come on, put your pinky rings up to the moon.
To Sports Talk Radio.
With the first pick in the 2016 NFL Draft, the Los Angeles Rams select Jared Goff, quarterback, California.
We are here for you, WRPR Rat Pack Radio. Come join the pack. The Underground, discovering hidden talent worldwide. Playing daily on Rat Pack Radio, WRPR. Come join the pack.
Hello, sports fans, and welcome to...
You're listening to the Rat Pack Sports Show live on Rat Pack Radio, WRPR.
It's new, it's fresh, it's a slam dunk.
You're listening to Rat Pack Sports Show live on WRPR, Rat Pack Radio.
Blue, you're my boy!
A genius, a man who has a reputation to be the best at what he does.
You see, a man has to realize his limitations. You don't know me, and you don't know what I'm capable of.
That was a heck of an effort. This house is a prison, and the galaxy of this sucks.
You free enough.
Life is over when I say it is over.
I will massacre you.
Come after me. I'm a man. I'm 40.
Are you not entertained?
I'd say in a given week, I probably only do about 15 minutes of real, actual work.
That's how I roll. Offensive foul.
Hello? You play to win the game.
There's that drive. Way back. It's company.
This is my favorite part coming up right now.
Watch your tongue on how they come from your head.
Let's see, apparently the Buffalo Bills have decided that they are going to move on from the head coach, Sean McDermott. And that's a little surprising. I mean, if you think about it, the guy's done nothing but win since he's been in Buffalo. And crazy part about it is when you is with an organization so long and you've been so good for so long, you know, you set a standard. And the standard that you set is that of a winning culture. which that's what he has set over in Buffalo. But the pressure goes every year, every year, every year. You know, there's pressure. Get to the Super Bowl. After you've been to the playoffs so long, after you've been to the AFC Championship so long, then, you know, it's Super Bowl or bust, which that is a hard thing to live by in this league, Super Bowl or bust. But sometimes the cards lines up in your favor for you to be able to go out and take care of business. And I think what we have here is a situation where the opportunity to win the big game, or at least get there, was probably at his all-time peak. And for some odd reason, you know, this was that year for the Buffalo Bills, Super Bowl or bust. This was the year for them to go Super Bowl or bust. And because they didn't they didn't get there. They didn't even get to the AFC Championship. You look at last night, we was on the broadcast last night and we talked about the opportunities of, you know, the Buffalo Bills and being able to get to the Super Bowl this year with some of the obstacles that was, you know, out of the way for them, as, you know, the Baltimore Ravens and also the Kansas City Chiefs, who's always been a thorn in the side for the Buffalo Bills. So this is their time to get to the pinnacle. This was it. You know, I know Denver had a seed and it was one of the better, you know, best teams in the league, the number one seed in the AFC. But at the same time, Buffalo was the team. You know, they had the most experience. They had the best quarterback in the playoffs. You know, the team been together for a long time, and the Bills management must have looked at this as the prime situation for them to get to the Super Bowl finally. Finally. And you still had to beat New England. Like, even if they win this game, All right. I don't know what's going on there. So I've been recording this whole time and ain't got no audio, man. Jeez. What is going on? What is really going on? I wonder how long my audio been out. That is crazy. Well, let's backtrack a little bit. But, my thing is, you have to understand, like, the pulse of the locker room when you dealing with, situations like this with, firing head coaches and stuff, man. You just gotta navigate it properly and make sure that whatever move you're making is for the best interest of the franchise and not really the best interest of how I feel. So based on that alone in itself, it's like, where do you get better? Where do you improve at from? All right, we're gonna try this again because my audio keeps going out on my wireless. So yeah, so at the end of the day, man, it's like, how can you get better? You just have to, make the right moves and hopefully that things, work out on the back end for you as a franchise. But honestly, I don't think the Bills are going to get better from this. Because McDermott has been one of the top coaches in all of the National Football League since he stepped foot in Buffalo. So it's going to be, an adjustment. Obviously, Josh Allen, first time going through, coaching changes in his whole career. That's going to be an adjustment, learning a new offense. Hopefully, whoever the new offensive coordinator is going to be is brings in the offense that is similar for Josh Allen to run. So it'd be something easier for him to, pick up. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a tough league, man. It's a tough league. What they, NFL, what's the old saying? The NFL stand for not for long. I mean, that ain't just for the players. It's for the coaches too. But you still got to pay that man his money. You still got to pay him his money that you owe him from from that contract. So I don't, if he was a bad coach, that would be one thing for me if he was a bad coach. But he's not a bad coach. So at the end of the day, you just stuck with, what it is. You just stuck with him. You just stuck with the contract. So you're gonna pay a really good coach, and then he's gonna go double dip at another organization that's gonna pay him a lot of money. And if he does well, wherever he goes, Buffalo is going to look like complete idiots. And I believe they're going to look like complete idiots anyway. From a management standpoint, I think they're going to look like complete fools anyway for allowing him to, pretty much telling him he wasn't good enough. Like I said, I get it. I get it. You disappointed at the outlook of things, but at the end of the day, you still had to beat Kansas City. I mean, you still had to beat New England. And so if you win in Denver and then you go to New England, and you lose in New England, you still gonna fire him? Like this is the play. This is the playoffs, man. Like this ain't a cakewalk. It's not the regular season. It's the playoffs. So when you get into the playoffs, anything can happen. There's no givens. You have to earn it. You got to earn it, bro. And the way Buffalo is acting to me, the way they're acting to me, is like they just walk right into the Super Bowl. Like it's not gonna work like that. It's not gonna work like that, man. It's the playoffs. So you look at the regular season, and let me see. Let me look at Buffalo regular season, because they're in the same division as the Patriots. So when we look and see these matchups and see how competitive these games were between these two in the regular season, had they end up playing each other. New England, by the way, had 14 wins, folks. 14. So, and they lost to the Patriots 23-20, and then they turn around and they beat them 35-31. So that's an even matchup. That's an even matchup. So it's not a given that they would have won that game, even if they would have beat Denver in New England. And Stephen A. Smith on ESPN said McDermott is a scapegoat. He could be. He could be. I just don't. I just don't understand, man. I just don't understand. And for the Bills fans, I know everybody is upset about the results of the game and them not winning, but this here probably ain't settling well, because you know that this guy, is a very, very good coach, one of the better coaches in the league, and your management just got rid of him because in the 9 years he was the coach, you didn't make the Super Bowl. Again, you're in the AFC, and part of getting to the Super Bowl, you had to beat Brady a few years, couldn't do that, and then you had to turn around after Brady left, and then you had to beat a strong Kansas City team that they were just better than you. They were just better than you. You wasn't beat New England with Brady, and you wasn't beat Kansas City in the playoffs when they was at their best. With Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid. So really, you was the third best team in the AFC a lot of those years. And then when the Ravens was going right, that was a problem. Like, I guess this season was a Super Bowl or bust. I guess it was. Maybe that's why the players were so emotional, because they knew something like this was going on behind the scenes, and that they didn't complete the task, and they knew that McDermott was going to be in trouble because they failed to execute and they failed to win the game. So yeah, I don't know, man. I'm really at a loss of words here. Feel bad for Buffalo, man, but this the NFL, and McDermott is a good coach. He'll bounce back, and he'll get everything figured out. But for Buffalo, we'll see, and we'll see who they come up with. Is it going to be a coach on the staff currently? I don't see it. If you didn't think McDermott was good enough to be a head coach, you're definitely not going to think any of his assistants are good enough to be the head coach, because that staff is microcosm of the head coach. And again, we're not talking a situation where you're talking about a poorly coached football team. You know, this is not the Falcons. This is not the Tennessee Titans. You know, it's the Buffalo Bills, and they've been perennial powerhouses, in the NFL under his tenure as a head coach. So you really gotta you're gonna have to make a splash higher, and it's gonna have to be somebody that's got some credibility. You can't bring some unknown guy into this organization after Sean McDermott. You have to go and find somebody that's got some legs and some credibility around the league to replace him, or you're wasting your time firing him. He's got to be bigger name than McDermott. It's got to be somebody from a A+ coaching staff that's got some steam behind them. If it's not, then you just wasted your time firing McDermott. But that's what I believe. That's just my opinion. I didn't want this to be so long, so this is kind of like breaking news. So I wanted to jump on here and just give my opinion on it real quick. But we will be, back on the air at some point this week with our regular show. And ladies and gentlemen, if you want to check out some of our podcasts, you can head over to podbean.com, Rat Pack Sports Show. Here's the link right here. I'll drop it right there. That is our Podbean link. You can head over there, check out some of our past shows, download them. You can download the Podbean app itself, and you can check us out there. Also, if you want to hit us up, just head over to our Facebook page, Rat Pack Sports Show on Facebook. We have a group and a like page that you can head over there, and you can check us out as well over there. And you can also go to Twitter at Rat Pack Sports on Twitter, and then you can go over to Instagram, Rat Pack Sports on Instagram. So with that being said, man, we're gonna get out of here, and we're gonna get out of here. You guys have a wonderful day and a great week. Rat Pack Sports Show will be back later on in the week with our regular show, where we will get into the NBA. We'll talk about some of these other sports, and we'll also get into the NBA with Nicholas Lane. We'll talk about some more of these coaching searches. By then, we might have some confirmation on some more coaching moves, and we'll talk a little bit of NHL. We'll get into it, man. Tampa Bay Lightning is on a good run right now, so we'll get into that as well. I'm your boy Debo. Everybody from the Rat Pack, myself, Boss Hog, Tara, Queen of the Rat Pack, William Graves, Nicholas Lane, Boss Hog, Sean Naylor, left field correspondent Carlton Cook. Hey, we appreciate y'all love and support. Rat Pack Sports Show, man. We out of here, man. We'll see you. Peace.